Hello there, welcome to ETL Process Learning Sessions. I am Masududzaman, 12 years of experiences on data science, development and analytics in different organizations. Today we're going to learn ETL. E stand for extraction, T stand for transformation and L stand for load. What is ETL? Well, ETL is a process which encompasses data extraction, transformation and loading. While the abbreviation implies a neat three-step process: extract, transform, load, this simple definition doesn't capture the transportation of data, the overlap between each of these stages, how new technologies are changing this flow. It's best to think of ETL in the context of the business value it provides. ETL is the process by which data is extracted from data sources that are not optimized for analytics, moved to a central host, and optimized for analytics. The exact steps in that process might differ among ETL tools, but the end result is the same. To better understand the process, here I have given you one traditional ETL model or architecture. Process consider like below. Data is extracted from online transaction processing (OLTP) databases, today more commonly known just as transactional databases and other data sources. Data is then transformed in a staging area. These transformations cover both data cleansing and optimizing the data for analysis. The transformed data is then loaded into an online analytical processing OLAP database, today more commonly known as just an analytics database. Business intelligence teams then run queries on that data, which are eventually presented to end users or to individuals responsible for making business decisions, or used as input for machine learning algorithms. One common problem encountered here is if the OLAP summaries can't support the type of analysis the buy team wants to do, then the whole process needs to run again, this time with different transformations. But on modern ETL process, modern technology has changed most organizations' approach to ETL for several reasons. The biggest is the advent of powerful analytics warehouses like Amazon Redshift and Google BigQuery. These newer cloud-based analytics databases have the horsepower to perform transformations in place rather than requiring a special staging area. Also, data today is frequently analyzed in raw form rather than from pre-loaded OLAP summaries. This has led to the development of lightweight, flexible, and transparent ETL systems with processes that look something like this. Let's discuss about common mistake to design ETL process. Almost 50% plus ETL developers companies directly jump into buying technology and writing code before thinking through the needs of their organization. Enterprise architect and consultant Chris Lockhart describes the importance of architecture first thinking like this: a comprehensive architecture that is made up of things like mission, vision, goals, objectives, requirements, roles, activities, capabilities, services, technical components, and yes, physical components is a holistic thing. It is something we bake, not something served up in piecemeal ingredients. We don't eat flour and call it bread just because everyone around us happens to be an expert in flour. An architecture is not a single one of those ingredients. It is the result of an intentional effort to bring those parts together so that they positively impact the matter at hand. Talking about servers and middleware and network all day, no matter how appealing to some, including myself, will never go far in solving business problems. Frankly, it will just make you look like the stereotyped Dilbert character. Your organization will lose all credibility with the folks who pay the bill.